Zachary Risache was the number 1 pick in the 2024 NBA Draft. However, he's not leading the class in the box score for their sophomore seasons. He's averaging about 12 points in 24 minutes per game. But the number 2 pick, Alex Sarr, is leading the class, in scoring at least, with 18 points per game. He's also chipping in 8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and crucially 2.2 blocks per game, which is second in the league. But the 4th pick, Stephon Castle, is the overall leader in points plus rebounds plus assists. His 7.5 assists per game leads this draft class, although he's also averaging 4 turnovers per game, which is second in the league. Now, this curve represents the average production of a draft pick. Usually, the deeper you go in the draft, the less production you can expect in the box score from a particular pick. So the players who are to the right of this curve have been more productive so far this season than the average player where they were drafted. Some of the biggest overachievers have been Keyshawn George for the Wizards. The 24th pick is averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. AJ Mitchell for the Thunder, he was the 38th pick, and he's playing a significant role for the defending champs this season. And then Dennis Jenkins in Detroit. He went undrafted in 2024, but he's been on fire from beyond the arc this season, playing backup point guard very capably for the Pistons. But then the players to the left of the curve have been less productive than the average player where they were drafted. A few players haven't seen the court at all this season, like Nikola Topic, who's recovering from a cancer diagnosis. But amongst the players who are playing, some of the biggest underperformers have been Tidjane Salaün, Rob Dillingham, and Cody Williams. Finally, we can reorder the players from this draft class based on their stats from this season so far. So the other players in the top 10 who we haven't mentioned yet are Matas Buzelis. He was the 11th pick in the draft. He's having a solid second season, putting up about 15 and 5. Kel'el Ware, he was the 15th pick in the draft, but he's putting up the 6th best box score stats, despite only playing 24 minutes per game, as Eric Spoelstra clearly has not wanted to play Ware and Bam together, so far at least. Then Isaiah Collier, who was the 29th pick, is averaging over 7 assists per game for the Jazz, and he's shooting 59% from the field. And then finally, the 7th and 9th picks, Donovan Clingan and Zach Edey, are both putting up solid big man stats to start their sophomore seasons.